is holding me back? Why can't I just commit to this? What am I afraid of? Assalamu alaikum, I'm Sheikha. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, I just want to say thank you guys so much for your love and support on my last video when I talked about hijab, when I talked a little bit about my revision. I just gotta say, you guys were so amazing, and thank you so much for all of your messages on Instagram, and seriously, feel free to message me anytime. Last video was, I feel like I didn't showcase the positive sides of things too much. So that's what I'm here to do today. For everyone who has texted me and feel like they're afraid to take the next step, this one's for you. For me, when I decided to put on my hijab, it wasn't so much about my hair. And that may sound weird to a lot of people, but it was about me really trying to represent how I felt on the inside. Because one of the first things I did actually say once I became Muslim and I started to practice and I started to pray and everything, I was like, okay, so I'm doing all this and I'm gonna, change my wardrobe, and I'm not gonna wear anything to show off how I look. Definitely not gonna put on a headscarf. Girl, I was wrong, okay? I was like, let me start to wear a headscarf when I go to Friday prayer. So I wore it from my house to the bus to the masjid and back home. And boy, I had so much anxiety the whole way. Like, I was so anxious. I was like, oh my gosh, what if somebody sees me who knows me? What are they gonna think? They're gonna think that this is something that I'm doing for show, or I don't know. Like, I had so many reservations, and the way that I've kind of seen hijabis before has been like not human. So I was like, I'm not good enough to wear this. There's no way that I can wear this. So anyway, I had all these thoughts, but I did it anyway because my heart told me to. So I tried it on, and then my first Ramadan came along, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try and wear it every day. At this point, I was almost at the masjid almost every day because, I was doing some work there and stuff like that. So it was easy to wear it because that's the only place I would go. To my house, to the masjid, and I would go to my auntie's house. So one major thing that I did was I threw out literally almost all of my clothes. Because I had nothing that was, befitting to my new lifestyle. So I had to throw everything out. And then I went to this local Somali auntie shop, and she hooked me up. Like, she gave me discounts. She helped me how to style my hijab. I just felt like I had to wear it. Because I didn't feel that my modesty in my other things and my dawah, that I had started to give dawah at this point, I don't feel like that was enough. And I would wear it sometimes, and then I couldn't decide still, and I was just like, okay, what is holding me back? Why can't I just commit to this? What am I afraid of? Am I afraid that people aren't going to give me compliments on how pretty I am? Please. This is like the most whack excuse ever. So I was like, no, that's not it. And it was literally just waswas, like whispers from the shaitan, being like, yo, but you have this and this reason. Like, you don't need a headscarf to be modest. You don't need it to be pious. And I was like, yo, I'm just gonna go for this, because that's what that is. I spoke to another sister, and she told me, she was like, it's the shaitan whispering to you. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna say anything, it's up to you. I was like, okay. Took me a minute, and then all of a sudden I was like, no. It's truly how I feel on the inside. It's not even about my hair at this point. I just want to showcase and represent something that I believe in so hard. Like, I felt a responsibility. The things I was saying and the things I was doing didn't really match up with how I was looking. That's why I decided to wear it. So I think that's kind of like phony when people say, oh, I'm wearing a hijab, but I don't have responsibility. If they have a platform and they take it off and like, oh, it's not my problem what other people do, because it's not my responsibility. Listen, it really is though. You have to take responsibility if you have a platform. in any way, even if it's like 10 people following you, and you're like advocating for hijab, modesty, this and that, and then you get to a certain point, you're like, it's not for me. But don't listen to me, guys. You should still, obviously people are going to get influenced. May Allah guide them and us. May Allah bring them back to the straight path and, you know, put it in their hearts as well as with us. Say Ameen, Ameen. Okay, in regards to hijab and people wanting to wear it but being afraid because how is my family going to react? How can I adapt? You know, all of these things. And my advice is just don't expect them to be okay with it. Go into the situation being cool with the fact that they're going to need some time. Just like how you needed time to adjust to the thought and to yourself. This is your family who has seen you your whole life. They're going to need time. But don't let that discourage you and don't let that be something to stop you. Continue on your path, but be patient. You're upon the truth. So that's number one. Number two, give them time. And that's okay. It's going to be hard for them. So don't make the same mistakes I did and expect everybody to be cool and hunky-dory, because you're going to get disappointed. A lot of people, yes, are supporting, but most people have reservations. And even if it takes them one day, a week, or a year, in my case it took almost a year for everybody to be okay with, you know, all of the choices I had made and all the changes I had made, because, and here's the silver lining, guys, because they saw that it made me a better person and that I was okay and that I was better than ever. I was happy, truly happy, and I was preoccupied with something that was making my quality of life much, much better. And I was like a more, I don't know, it was just as better all around than before, than my entire life. So once they saw that and saw how my manners and how my character just was well-rounded, let your actions speak louder than your words. These are like my golden tips, because yeah, in the beginning, like I said, I wasn't really good at being patient. I just expected everybody to be like, okay, good for you, we're all okay with this, when I knew they weren't going to be. I was just living in a fantasy that, okay, they see me happy, so they're obviously going to be happy immediately. No, they needed some time, but now, alhamdulillah, everybody is okay and everybody is, you know, we're happy. That is the bright side. Just to continue to, you know, grow, continue to fight. Like I said in the last video, you have to fight for what you know is the truth, and that's what we have to do. I'm sorry, but we live in a world where it's okay and normal to take your clothes off and to be, you know, exposed in that way, and then people will cheer for you and be like, oh my god, you're so brave for posing naked or whatever. But when you cover yourself, people have a problem. And that's the sad reality of the world we live in. There's nothing we can do about it other than to let our actions show that we are normal people. You know, wearing this headscarf, you automatically, hopefully, when you wear it for the right reasons, shift in your behavior. That's never a bad thing. That's always an amazing thing. Coming to Islam changed my life for the better in every way, shape, and form. That every single thing that I have given up for the sake of Allah and for the sake of being on the true path and not having those types of distractions, I have seen the rewards and I have seen my prayers being answered. May Allah grant us peace and ease and all goodness in this life and the hereafter. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe, yo. Like, subscribe to my channel. I know like half of the people who watch my videos are not even subscribed, so please subscribe, like this video, share it with your family and friends, and inshallah, I pray that it will benefit anybody, just one person. I'll be happy. Salam alaikum.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and that was all we had for now. Let us know what more content you guys want down in the comment section, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to our channel if you already haven't. Love you guys so much. Thank you for your support. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.